It took me 60 years to realize what I'll tell you in 6 minutes. What if I told you that everything you've been chasing, success, wealth, recognition, might not matter in the end? It took me 60 years to figure that out, but in the next 6 minutes, I'll tell you the one thing that truly does. Welcome to Health Living UK, your go-to place for pain relief tips, healthy food ideas, and overall well-being. If I could go back in time and tell my younger self what I know now, I'd do it in 6 minutes. Because after 60 years, I've realized that life isn't about what we think it is. It's not about status, material wealth, or even having all the right answers. It's about something much deeper, something that most people never fully grasp until it's too late. I used to believe that success was everything, that climbing the ladder, making more money, and gaining recognition would bring me happiness. And for a while, it seemed true. There's a rush in achieving your goals, in feeling like you're getting ahead. But what nobody tells you is that no matter how much you achieve, the goalpost keeps moving. You think you'll be satisfied when you reach that next milestone, but once you do, there's always another one ahead. You never feel like you've arrived, because the moment you get there, society convinces you that you need to go further. One day, you wake up and realize that all the money in the world can't buy back time. That all the hours you spent working, worrying, and chasing after success were hours you could have spent truly living. When you're young, time feels infinite. You assume you'll always have more of it. You push off the things that truly matter: family, friendships, passions, because there's always tomorrow. Until one day, there isn't. Looking back, I see that some of my happiest moments weren't the ones I spent working late into the night, trying to prove myself. They were the simple ones. Sitting on the porch with a loved one, watching the sunset. Laughing so hard with friends that my stomach hurt. Holding my child's hand and realizing that, in that moment, nothing else mattered. But those moments, they pass in an instant, and if you're not careful, you'll miss them while you're too busy chasing something else. I also spent years believing that people's opinions of me were important. That I had to be liked, respected, admired. That I had to meet expectations, fit into boxes, and never disappoint anyone. But do you know what I realized? Most people are so busy thinking about themselves that they hardly even notice what you're doing. The fear of judgment keeps us trapped, afraid to take risks, afraid to be who we truly are. But in the end, none of it matters. The people who truly care about you don't need you to impress them, and the people who do need you to impress them aren't worth your time. It took me far too long to understand that happiness isn't something you find. It's something you create. I spent years thinking, I'll be happy when I get the promotion, when I have more money, when I retire. But happiness isn't hiding behind some future achievement. It's in the present moment. It's in choosing to appreciate what you have right now, instead of always looking ahead to what's next. Regret is a terrible thing. The older you get, the more you realize that most of the things you worried about never really mattered. You'll regret the things you didn't do far more than the ones you did. You'll regret not telling people how much they meant to you, not taking that trip, not following that passion, not forgiving when you had the chance. Because in the end, it's not what you owned or what you accomplished that stays with you. It's the memories, the connections, the moments that made life meaningful. And here's the hardest truth I've learned. You can't get time back. You can always make more money, find new opportunities, start over in certain areas. But time? Once it's gone, it's gone. If I could go back, I'd spend more time with the people I love. I'd worry less about what others think. I'd take more chances, say yes to more adventures, and focus less on trying to control everything. Because the biggest illusion in life is that we have control. Things will happen that you never expected. You'll lose people you thought would be around forever. Plans will fall apart. Life will take turns you never saw coming. And the more you try to fight it, the more exhausted you'll be. The secret isn't in controlling life, it's in learning to flow with it. I've learned that forgiveness is one of the most powerful gifts you can give, not just to others, but to yourself. Carrying the weight of resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. Life is too short to hold on to anger. Let it go. Forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Love more. Worry less. Laugh often. These aren't just cliches, they're survival tips for the soul. At the end of the day, nobody remembers how hard you worked. They remember how you made them feel. So be kind. Show up. Be present. Life isn't happening tomorrow. It's happening right now. So if you're listening to this right now, take this as a sign. A sign to slow down, to stop chasing things that won't matter in the end, to focus on what truly brings you joy, on the people who make your heart feel full. Let go of resentment, of fear, of the idea that you have to be anything other than who you truly are. Because in the end, all we really have are the moments we choose to cherish. And it shouldn't take 60 years to realize that. Thanks for watching Health Living UK. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more health and wellness tips.